All right, so in today's video, we're going to take a look at NVDA. NVIDIA is coming right into the $500 per share mark. And unfortunately, at this exact moment, it is rejecting it. We're down by about $4 or $5. So looking at the overall market, we've been going up for quite a while. And in fact, this thing has had a ton of green days. When you really look at the move that we've had all the way down here at the lows of around 400 and going at the lows of 392.30. This stock is now coming right into that 500 level. And when you look at it, we're starting to reject and pull back slightly. So the question is are we coming into some resistance levels right now? And will we struggle a little bit, or will we go and continue to power higher? I think with the recent move, when we have this move that's been quite a big move right there, I think it's normal to say a little bit of a pause would be healthy and normal, and that's a good thing. However, yes, there's a lot of bulls out there that want the stock to keep pushing, and we have been in this digestion period. If you actually look at more of the weekly, let's go into a 3-day. You can see we have been in this slightly sideways kind of consolidation period. So we had this big move up, sideways consolidation, and now we're looking for a possible move higher. However, the concern here for me is we're coming off a low here for a big significant move higher, and for it to break through, usually it takes a little bit more time. So I would suggest and think that we could get a pullback to a recent or previous swing high. Which could be something like this, a pullback to this level, and then we could power higher. So that would be a more logical, rational approach. Obviously, the market doesn't always go into a logical, rational movement, but I would say that's more sustainable. I'll give you a little insight here kind of on Microsoft, where if we look at something more along the lines of a weekly chart, very similar concept. We got into the highs over here, or we got into the highs here. Now, we didn't have as much digestion here in Microsoft, but what you'll see is we came off of a nice big low, went higher, had a little pullback and played a little bit for a while, and then we broke through. Okay, so we still had some rejection form up there. And this could happen 2 or 3 times. Multiple times over, and in fact sometimes you'll even see it break through and pull back, and then later eventually break through at higher levels. So the point being here that I'm trying to make with NVIDIA is, as we're seeing this possible rejection at this spot right around this $500 level, it's something to note that will we get this pullback and then power higher? We will see. One thing that will be a little bit of a thought to watch is to keep an eye out for earnings. We've got earnings coming up on this stock on 11/21/2023. So with earnings just maybe about 2 weeks out, you'll really be able to see if this is going to work out well. And watch out for those earnings, because they are a bit of a guessing game. So that's what I would look at for NVIDIA. If we look at the overall market here and looking at kind of just the segment, right now that stock is down $4, but you got Amazon also down, Adobe down, AMD down. So there's a few big tech companies down. Google, Microsoft still holding up okay, Apple holding up okay, and Square holding up okay. So when we look at it that way, you've got a little bit of a, still positive sentiment within the marketplace, but I would say, hey, this move is a big significant run. Watch out for earnings, because they're right around the corner, and we've already moved quite a bit. So I think a little pause would be normal and healthy. It's just tough to ride something that's already up quite significantly, and when you look at it, it's up like 27% in just 2 weeks. I mean, think about it, 2 weeks, almost 27%. So very significant move, and that's why I would say a pullback would be healthy. If it does not pull back and power higher, I would be even more cautious on the position. But obviously earnings will dictate that a little bit. Anyway, hope that is a little bit helpful on the charts when you start looking at some of these, because AMD also doing quite well, after this declining or descending pattern, a little bit of this consolidation and then powering higher, also moving quite well after this break, and we'll see if it can handle or hold some things. So truly appreciate you joining me. Don't forget to check out the Mastering Technical Analysis course on the Traders Fly website, and check out the website criticalcharts.com. Those links are in the description below, and I will see you in the next video update. Take care.